Today I'm going to be spraying bed liner in my ATV bed who's starting to rust through. We're going to be using Rustoleum truck bed pro grade. It says that it stops rust, it's fade and abrasion resistant, durable non-skid finish, paint and primer in one. We're going to give it a try, and I have already sanded and wire brushed everything in the bed, got out all the loose rust, and so you can see now what it looks like, and we're going to give it a try. I'm going to tape off and tape off the back of the seat so I don't get any overspray, so I'll come back when I get that ready. All right, I've got everything taped off, and this blue tape is not sticking worth a darn, so we're going to have to hurry up before it falls off. I took these panels loose here so that I could pull them back so that I would have more of a nice finished edge whenever I bring that panel back over. Also took the cables loose for the tailgate so that whenever I open it, it will fold straight down, and then I can get closer to do my spraying without the tailgate being in the way. So we're going to start spraying now. I've also forgot to mention, I've also taken paint thinner and cleaned this out in case there was any oil residue in there. Right, I've got this shaking real well, and I wanted to try to get an angle where you can see the rust has pitted this bed pretty badly. And I have sanded and done everything I can do to try to get it smooth again, and I just can't. So it's going to be interesting to see how this, I'm hoping it will fill in those pits somewhat. So let's give it a try, just a light coat here. All right, this stuff comes out very thick. You can see there that first blast, it really put out a lot of product. So we're going to have to back off a little bit and go even lighter, or I'm going to end up with a lot of blobs and runs. So I'm going to do this a little more, and then I'll come back. All right, I'm back. I've put one coat on this panel right here. I'm pretty impressed with the coverage on it. It covers pretty well. It's going to take probably 2 or 3 coats to get it the way I want it, though. But I'll tell you, this stuff has an odor that is strong. You're going to have to do this outside or in a well-ventilated area. So I'm going to finish this bed, and then I'll come back after the first coat. Okay, the first coat is finished. I used this whole can of this, did a light coat on this bed, so it took 1 can. I do have some spots that aren't covered too well, and I have a few spots that are covered a little too thickly, like right here where I first sprayed. And what I noticed was while I was spraying, and they've blended in pretty well, but the nozzle was kind of getting clogged, and it was sending down some, like bubbles in the truck bed product, and I didn't like the way that was doing that. So I went and got just a piece of paper towel and cleaned the nozzle as I went. Every few minutes I would stop spraying and clean the nozzle, and that seemed to stop that from happening. So if you're going to use that, be prepared. It's going to throw out some blobs that are going to mess up your finish. I have used all of this can, and it was about, I think it was around $12 at Walmart. This is made by the same company, and it was half the price. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this for my second and third coats, and I use this for my base coat. We'll see how that holds up. It's going to save me some money. Anyway, it's ready for a second coat now, so I'll come back when I get that done. All right, I'm back, and I'm using this Rustoleum, the cheaper version. It was about $6 a can for my second coat, and so far it's a complete nightmare. So much different than the pro grade. What I'm finding out, when I spray, there's no product coming out. It's just aerosol. Just aerosol. If I hold the can sideways or upside down, then I get product come out. It's weird. It's not the way it's supposed to work, so it's causing me some issues. Anyway, I'll be back. So this stuff was a complete nightmare. The whole can was that way. I had to hold the can upside down to get it to spray any product, which resulted, it was awful. It was spraying out big streams, and which would make runs, and then it would spray correctly for a few minutes, and then another big stream. But holding the can upright, it wouldn't spray anything but the aerosol. So I've got 2 coats on here now. I had to wipe up some runs and redo it. So I feel like this was a waste of money. So I don't know, hopefully they're not all that way. But I wouldn't recommend this just based off of this one can here. So that's 2 coats. It's not dry yet. I've got part of a can of a different brand that I may try to even things out, and then I'll show it to you one more time. There's 3 coats in here, and it turned out decent. It did not get rid of all of the pits, but it filled them in slightly. I'm fairly satisfied with the way it turned out, except I feel like I wasted my money with that one can. Anyway, so if you're going to do this, this is the results that you can expect.